Hey guys, this is Lisa.
Hey!
Nice to meet you.
You know what we should do? Let's tell a story.
Oh
Yeah,
totally.
let's do it.
You won't see the Onceler. Don't knock at his door. He stays in his lurkin on top of his store. He lurks in his lurkin, cold under the roof.
Where he makes his own clothes out of myth-muffered moof.
And on special dank midnights in August, he peeks out of the shutters, and sometimes he speaks and tells how the Lorax was lifted away.
He'll tell you, perhaps, if you're willing to pay.
On the end of the rope, he lets down a tin pail, then makes the most careful count to make sure you paid him the proper amount.
Then he hides what you paid him in his secret strange hole. Then he grunts.
I'll call you by whisper my phone, for the secrets I tell you are for your ears alone. Now I'll tell you how the Lorax got lifted and taken away.
It all started way back in the days when every day the boy would come, he would gather the leaves, and he would make them into crowns, and play king of the forest. He would climb up the trunk and swing from the branches, and when he was tired, he would sleep in the shade.
The grass was still green and the clouds were still clean. One morning I came to this glorious place.
I can remember thinking, I'm alone, on my own, and that's all I know. I'll be strong, I'll be wrong, oh, but life goes on. Oh, I'm just trying to find a place in this world. And I first saw the trees.
The truffula trees.
The bright-colored tufts of the truffula trees.
Mile after mile, in the fresh morning breeze, from the ripulous pond came the comfortable sound of the humming fish humming while splashing around.
But those trees!
Those trees!
Those truffula trees?
All my life I'd been searching for trees such as these. The touch of their tufts was much softer than silk, and they had the sweet smell of fresh butterfly milk. I felt a great leaping of joy in my heart. I knew just what I'd do. I unloaded my cart.
I was alone on my own, and that's all I knew. I was strong. I may have been wrong, but life went on. I have finally found my place in this world.
I looked. I saw something pop out of the stump of the tree I just chopped down. It was sort of a strange man.
Describe him?
That's hard. I don't know if I can.
He was shortish.
And oldish.
And brownish.
And mossy.
And he spoke with a voice that was sharpish and bossy.
Mister!
He said with a sawdusty sneeze.
Do you know how many trees are chopped down a year?
100?
1,000?
A million?
No, 4.5 billion.
I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees. I speak for the trees have no tongues. And I'm asking you, sir, at the top of my lungs.
He was very upset as he shouted and puffed.
What's that thing you've made out of my truffula tuft?
Look, Lorax, there's no cause for alarm. I chopped just one tree. I'm doing no harm. I'm being quite useful. This thing is a thneed. A thneed's a fine something that all people need.
It's a shirt!
It's a sock.
It's a glove.
It's a hat?
But it has other uses. Yes, far beyond that. You can use it for carpets.
For pillows, for sheets.
Or curtains.
Or bicycle seats!
Sir, you are crazy with greed. There is no one on earth who would buy that fool need.
But the very next minute I proved he was wrong, for just at that minute a chap came along. And he thought the thneed I had knitted was great. He happily bought it for $3.98. I laughed at that Lorax.
You poor stupid guy! You never can tell what some people will buy.
And in no time at all, in the factory I built, the whole Onceler company was working full tilt. They were all buying thneeds just as busy as bees, to the sound of the chopping of truffula trees.
I was making thneeds 4 times as fast as before. And the Lorax, he didn't show up anymore.
But the next week, he knocked at the office door.
I am the Lorax who speaks for the trees, which you seem to be chopping as fast as you please. Now, thanks to your hacking my trees to the ground, there's not enough truffula fruit to go round.
Good luck.
I, the old Onceler, felt sad as I watched them leave.
But business is business, and business must grow. I meant no harm. I most truly did not. But I had to grow bigger, so bigger I got.
He biggered the factory.
He biggered the roads.
He biggered the wagons.
He biggered the loads.
He went right on biggering, selling more thneeds, and he biggered his money, which everyone needs.
Let me say a few words about this gluppity-glup. Your machine chugs on day and night without stop, making gluppity-glup and sloppity-slop. And what do you do with the leftover goo? I'll show you, you dirty old Onceler man, you.
And then he got mad.
He got terribly mad.
He yelled at the Lorax.
Now listen here, Dad. All you do is yap yap and say bad, bad, bad. Well, I have my rights, sir, and I'm telling you, I tend to go on doing just what I do.
And at that very moment, we heard a loud whack. And from outside, in the fields, we heard a sickening smack.
Then we heard the tree fall.
The very last of the truffle trees.
No more trees.
No more needs.
No more work to be done.
Now all that was left neath the bad-smelling sky was my big empty factory, the Lorax, and I.
But that was long, long ago.
But each day since that day,
I've sat here and worried away.
I'm alone, on my own, and that's all I know.
I'll be strong. I'll be run. Oh, but life goes on.
I'm just trying to find a place in this world.
Oh, I get it. So basically, you're saying we should appreciate what we have before it's gone.
Oh.